Welcome, wildlife warriors, to the heart of the African savannah. This is a land of incredible beauty, but also a place where survival is a daily battle. Today we're looking at two absolute legends of this wild arena, two animals that are as different as chalk and cheese, but both are true champions in their own right. We're talking about the mighty ostrich, the biggest bird on the planet, and the stunning zebra with its incredible stripes. Imagine these two powerhouses facing off. Who do you reckon would come out on top? It's a question that gets the old heart pumping, doesn't it, eh? Now, these aren't just any ordinary animals. Oh no! The ostrich, with its long legs and even longer neck, looks like something out of a prehistoric dream. It can't fly, but boy, can it run. And those eyes, they're massive, giving it a fantastic view of its surroundings. Then you've got the zebra, a true icon of Africa. Those black and white stripes aren't just for show, you know. They're a clever bit of camouflage and can even confuse those pesky predators. These animals share the same vast plains, sometimes even grazing side by side, but what happens when their paths cross in a less friendly way? That's what we're here to explore. Think about the sheer power and unique abilities of these critters. The ostrich has those powerful legs, not just for running, but for delivering a kick that could knock a lion for a six. Seriously, it's a weapon you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of. And the zebra, well, it's got speed, agility, and the safety of its herd. They're always watching out for each other, those zebras. It's a tough life out here, with predators like lions, cheetahs, and hyenas always on the prowl. So both the ostrich and the zebra have developed some amazing ways to stay alive. So buckle up, folks. We're going on an adventure, a deep dive into the world of these two magnificent creatures. We'll check out their homes, what they eat, how they behave, and what makes them so special. We'll uncover some fun facts that'll make your jaw drop. And then, the moment you've all been waiting for, we'll imagine a showdown, a clash of titans. Who has the ultimate survival toolkit? Who would walk away if things got a bit rough? Let's get right into it and find out which of these African superstars really rules the roost or the range. All right, let's get up close and personal with the ostrich, Struthio camelus. That's its fancy scientific name. This isn't just any bird, it's the heavyweight champion of the bird world. They can stand up to 9 feet tall, taller than any basketball player, and weigh over 300 pounds. That's a whole lot of bird, mate. Their long, bare necks and equally long, powerful legs are their standout features. And those legs aren't just for show, they are built for speed, allowing these giants to sprint across the open plains at incredible velocities, leaving most pursuers in the dust. What a machine! These magnificent birds call the savannas, deserts and open woodlands of Africa their home. They love wide open spaces where they can see for miles. This helps them spot danger from a long way off. An ostrich's eyes are huge, about 2 inches across, the largest of any land animal. With peepers like that, they can see a predator sneaking up from a massive distance. They usually live in small groups or sometimes alone, but you might see them mingling with other grazers like zebras and antelopes. It's like a big, moving neighborhood watch out there on the plains, everyone keeping an eye out for trouble. Now, what does a bird this big eat? You might be surprised. Ostriches are mainly plant eaters or herbivores. They munch on roots, seeds, leaves, flowers and fruits, but they're not too picky. They'll also gobble down insects, lizards and other small critters if they get the chance. To help digest all that tough plant stuff, they swallow small stones and pebbles. These little grinders sit in their gizzard and help break down the food. Talk about a built-in food processor. It's a clever adaptation for life on the sometimes sparse African plains where you've got to make the most of what's available. Behavior-wise, ostriches are fascinating. The males perform an amazing courtship dance to impress the ladies, fluffing up their black and white feathers and swaying from side to side. It's quite a spectacle. When it comes to nesting, they dig a shallow pit in the ground and several females might lay their massive eggs, the largest eggs in the world, mind you, in this communal nest. Both the male and the dominant female take turns incubating the eggs. The male usually takes the night shift, his darker plumage providing better camouflage in the dark. It's a real team effort to bring the next generation of giant birds into the world. Crikey! Time for some mind-blowing ostrich facts that'll knock your socks off. Did you know that an ostrich's kick is so powerful it can seriously injure or even kill a lion? That's right. Those long, muscular legs end in two massive toes, and the larger toe has a 10 centimeter or 4-inch claw that's like a dagger. When threatened, they don't just run, they can lash out with a forward kick that's incredibly fast and powerful. You definitely wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of an angry ostrich. They are not just big birds, they are feathered fighting machines when they need to be. Here's another little ripper for you. Ostriches don't actually bury their heads in the sand when they're scared. That's a myth, folks. What they do sometimes is lie low and stretch their neck and head flat on the ground to try and look like a lump or a bush, especially when they're protecting their nest. From a distance, with their brownish-grey neck blending in with the soil, it might look like their head is buried, but they're actually just trying to be sneaky and avoid detection. They are far too clever to just stick their head in the dirt and hope for the best. Now let's talk about those eggs. An ostrich egg is a marvel. It's the largest egg laid by any living bird, weighing up to 1.4 kilograms or about 3 pounds. That's equivalent to about 2 dozen chicken eggs. Imagine the omelette you could make with that. The shell is incredibly thick and strong, so strong that a human can stand on it without it breaking. The female ostrich lays these giant eggs in a communal nest, a simple scrape in the ground which can hold up to 60 eggs from different females. It's a real ostrich nursery, that is. And what about their speed? We know they're fast, but how fast? An ostrich can sprint at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour or about 43 miles per hour. They can maintain a steady speed of 50 kilometers per hour for long distances. That makes them the fastest bird on land and one of the fastest two-legged animals on the planet. Their stride can be enormous, covering 3 to 5 meters. That's 10 to 16 feet in a single step. So, if you ever find yourself in a race with an ostrich, my advice is don't even try. You'll be eating their dust, guaranteed. What a speed demon. All right, let's shift gears and talk about another African icon, the zebra. What an absolute stunner. These striped horses of the plains are instantly recognizable. There are 3 main species, the plains zebra, the Grevy's zebra, and the mountain zebra. Each one has a slightly different stripe pattern. And believe it or not, every single zebra has a unique pattern of stripes, just like human fingerprints. No two are exactly alike. How cool is that? These aren't just pretty patterns, they serve some very important purposes out here in the wild, helping them survive the tough African environment. Zebras are social animals through and through. They live in family groups called harems, usually led by a stallion with several mares and their young foals. Sometimes these smaller groups will come together to form massive herds, especially during migration, when they travel long distances in search of fresh grass and water. Living in a group offers great protection. With so many eyes and ears on the lookout, it's much harder for a predator, like a lion or a pack of hyenas, to sneak up unnoticed. They're constantly communicating with each other using whinnies, barks and snorts. It's like a secret zebra language. Home for these striped beauties is the grasslands, savannas, woodlands, and even thorny scrublands and mountainous areas of Africa. They are grazers, which means their diet consists mainly of grasses. They have strong teeth adapted for chewing tough grasses, and they spend a large part of their day just munching away. They can also eat leaves, herbs, twigs, and bark if grass is scarce. Water is super important for them, so they usually stay within a day's walk of a water source. During the dry season, they might have to travel long distances to find both food and water, a real test of their endurance. When it comes to their physical abilities, zebras are built for stamina and a quick getaway. They might not be as tall as an ostrich, but they are strong and agile. An adult zebra can weigh anywhere from 200 to 450 kilograms. That's about 440 to 990 pounds, depending on the species. They have powerful legs that can deliver a nasty kick and a strong bite too. If a predator attacks, they will run, and they can reach speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour or about 40 miles per hour. They also have excellent hearing and eyesight, which helps them detect danger early. What a clever critter. Section 5. Zebra wonders more than just stripes, mate. Ready for some more amazing zebra facts? These striped marvels are full of surprises. Let's talk more about those famous stripes. For a long time, scientists debated why zebras have stripes. One popular theory is that the stripes help to confuse predators. When a group of zebras are running together, the mass of moving stripes can make it difficult for a lion to single out an individual animal. It's like a dazzling, moving optical illusion. This is called the motion dazzle effect. Pretty clever, eh? It gives them a vital split second to escape. Another fascinating idea about the stripes is that they might help keep zebras cool. Scientists have found that the black stripes absorb more heat and the white stripes reflect more heat. This difference in temperature can create small convection currents of air above the zebra's skin, which could have a cooling effect. Imagine having your own built-in air conditioning system. Living out on the hot African plains, any little bit of cooling helps. It's amazing how nature comes up with these ingenious solutions for survival in harsh environments. Did you know that zebras have a seeing eye system within their herds? When the herd is grazing, at least one zebra will usually have its head up, scanning for danger. They take turns being the lookout. This cooperative behavior is crucial for their survival. If a predator is spotted, the lookout zebra will alert the others with a sharp snort or bark, and then it's time to run. This teamwork means they can spend more time feeding, knowing that someone always has their back. It's a beautiful example of social cooperation in the animal kingdom, truly a testament to their intelligence. And here's a little ripper baby. Zebras or foals can stand up and walk within just 20 minutes of being born, and they can run within an hour. This is super important because they need to be able to keep up with the herd to avoid becoming easy prey. The foal will also quickly memorize its mother's stripe pattern, voice and scent so it can find her in a crowd. It's a tough start to life out here, but these little ones are born ready. What a fantastic adaptation for survival in a world full of challenges. Nature is just incredible, isn't it? Section 6, head-to-head ostrich versus zebra strengths and strategies. All right, let's put these two amazing animals side by side and compare their strengths and survival tricks. First up, size and power. The ostrich is taller, no doubt about that, reaching up to 9 feet. Its main weapon is that incredible forward kick powered by those massive legs and that dangerous claw. It's designed to deter big predators like lions. The zebra, while shorter, is much heavier, packing a lot of muscle. Its defense comes from a powerful bucking kick with its hind legs, which can also do serious damage, and a strong bite. Both animals have formidable defensive capabilities, making any predator think twice. When it comes to speed and endurance, it's a close call. The ostrich is the sprint champion, hitting top speeds of 70 kilometers per hour. It can outrun most threats over short distances. The zebra is also incredibly fast, reaching around 65 kilometers per hour, but it has fantastic stamina, able to run for longer periods, especially during migrations or when fleeing danger. So the ostrich might win a short dash, but the zebra could have the edge in a marathon. Both use their speed as a primary escape mechanism, which is vital on the open plains where there's often nowhere to hide. Senses are super important for survival. The ostrich, with its towering height and massive eyes, has exceptional long-distance vision. It's like a feathered periscope, constantly scanning the horizon for trouble. This early warning system is a huge advantage. Zebras also have good eyesight, and their eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, giving them wide peripheral vision. They also have excellent hearing and a good sense of smell. Plus, being in a herd means many pairs of eyes, ears and noses are working together, creating an even more effective detection system. Finally, let's think about their social strategies. Ostriches are often seen alone or in small, loose groups. While they might gather in larger numbers at times, their social structure isn't as tight-knit as a zebra herd. The zebra's strength lies in its numbers and strong social bonds. The herd provides protection through vigilance, cooperative defense, like forming a protective circle around foals, and the confusion effect of their stripes. So the ostrich relies more on its individual abilities for defense, while the zebra banks on teamwork and collective security. Both strategies are clearly successful in the African wilderness. Section 7. The showdown scenario. Dust flies on the plains. Danger, danger. Okay, wildlife warriors, picture this. It's a hot, dry day on the African savanna. The sun is beating down. An ostrich, a big male in his prime, is minding his own business, pecking at some seeds near a sparse acacia tree. He's feeling a bit territorial today. Not far off, a lone zebra stallion, perhaps separated from his herd or looking to establish his own, wanders a bit too close. Maybe he's after the same patch of shade or a few blades of grass that look a bit greener near the ostrich. Neither animal is looking for a fight, but their paths are about to cross in a big way. The ostrich spots the zebra approaching. He stands up to his full height, neck stretched, making himself look as big and intimidating as possible. He might let out a low, booming call, a warning to the zebra. "This is my spot, mate, don't come any closer." The zebra, a powerful animal itself, might initially ignore the warning, or perhaps he doesn't quite understand the ostrich's body language. He keeps ambling forward, maybe flicking his ears, a sign of mild agitation or curiosity. The tension is building, you can feel it in the air. The dust devils are swirling around them. Suddenly, the ostrich decides the zebra is too close for comfort. He takes a few quick, stiff steps forward, wings slightly spread to make himself look even bigger. This is a clear challenge. The zebra stops. He snorts, stamps a hoof. He's not one to back down easily either. He might lower his head slightly, ears flattened back, a sign of aggression in a zebra. This is where it could go either way. Will one of them decide it's not worth the trouble and move off? Or will their instincts take over, leading to a proper confrontation? My heart's thumping just thinking about it. If neither animal backs down, the ostrich might be the first to make a more aggressive move. He could charge, not necessarily to kick straight away, but to intimidate. He might hiss loudly. If the zebra stands his ground or moves towards the ostrich, that's when those powerful legs might come into play. The ostrich could lash out with a lightning-fast forward kick. The zebra, if quick enough, would try to dodge it and might retaliate with a powerful kick from its hind legs or try to bite. It's a dangerous dance, a test of nerves and power. Crikey, this is intense. Section 8, analyzing the battle. Who's got the edge, little ripper? So, if it really came down to a serious tussle, who would have the advantage? Let's break it down. The ostrich's main weapon is that devastating forward kick. It's incredibly accurate and powerful, aimed at the body or head of an opponent. If that kick lands squarely on the zebra, it could cause serious injury, maybe even break bones. The ostrich also has the advantage of height and reach with that kick. It can strike from a surprising distance. However, the ostrich is more vulnerable if the zebra manages to get to its side or behind it, as its main weapon is only effective from the front. The zebra, on the other hand, is a much bulkier and more muscular animal. It has its own powerful kick, usually delivered with its hind legs, which can also be very dangerous. A zebra could also rear up and strike with its front hooves or use its strong teeth to bite. Its main advantage in a close-quarters fight might be its sheer weight and strength. If the zebra could knock the ostrich off balance or get a good hold with a bite, the tables could turn. The zebra is also more agile in terms of quick side-to-side movements compared to the somewhat more linear attacks of the ostrich. Motivation and circumstance would play a huge role in any real encounter. Is one defending a nest or young? Is food or water incredibly scarce, making them more desperate? An ostrich protecting its eggs or chicks would be incredibly aggressive. Similarly, a zebra stallion defending his mares or a foal would fight fiercely. Most of the time, these animals would rather avoid a dangerous confrontation. A fight means risk of injury, and injury in the wild can be a death sentence, making you an easy target for predators. So, a lot of fights are more about display and intimidation to see who backs down first. Considering their typical behaviors, a full-blown fight to the death between an ostrich and a zebra would be rare. They aren't natural competitors for the same food in a critical way, and they aren't predator and prey. An encounter is more likely to be a territorial dispute or a misunderstanding. The ostrich might try to chase the zebra away with an intimidating display and perhaps a warning kick. The zebra, if it felt threatened, would likely try to escape or deliver a defensive kick if cornered. It's less about who win and more about who to win and at what cost. Section 9, and the winner is the savannah's toughest critter. What a legend. So, after all that, who comes out on top in this hypothetical wild showdown between the ostrich and the zebra? Crikey. This is a tough one because both of these animals are true survivors, perfectly adapted to their environment. But if we have to pick a winner in a direct one-on-one confrontation where neither backs down immediately, it's a very close call. Both have the potential to inflict serious harm on the other. It's not a simple answer, because out here in the wild, winning isn't always about being the biggest or the strongest in a single fight. It's about living to see another day. However, if we consider the ostrich's primary weapon, that incredibly powerful, precise forward kick with its massive claw, it has a slight edge in terms of a single, potentially debilitating strike. That kick is designed to deter lions, and it could certainly do massive damage to a zebra if it connects properly. The ostrich's height and reach give it an advantage in delivering that kick before the zebra can get close enough to use its own powerful bite or body weight effectively. It's a specialized weapon that's hard to counter if you're caught off guard. What a weapon, but, and this is a big but, the zebra is no pushover. Its agility, strength, powerful kick and strong bite make it a formidable opponent. If the zebra could dodge the ostrich's initial attack and get in close, or land a well-placed kick of its own, the outcome could be very different. Moreover, zebras usually have the backup of their herd, which isn't a factor in a one-on-one, but it's key to their overall survival success. In most real-life scenarios, the fight would likely be short, with one animal deciding to retreat to avoid injury, probably the one less motivated to stand its ground. Ultimately, both the ostrich and the zebra are winners in the grand game of survival on the African plains. They have unique strengths and incredible adaptations that have allowed them to thrive for thousands of years, alongside formidable predators and harsh conditions. So while the ostrich might have a slight edge with its specialized weaponry in a direct, sudden confrontation, the true winner is nature itself for producing such magnificent and resilient creatures. They are both legends, absolute beauties, and vital parts of the incredible African ecosystem. What a couple of rippers.